Welcome to New Mexico Early Childhood Community Wiki website. This website is a tool for communication about early childhood in the state of New Mexico. As a simple navigation guide, I want to point out the three basic components and how this is structured. First of all, it is not done by one person. We have multiple contributors, close to 70 or 80 different contributors, and hope that that will continue. So updates and changes can be pretty significant, but it's structured in such a way that you don't have to constantly be coming and looking at that and trying to figure out who's updated what. So let's start off in the left-hand navigation column. Over here we have some basic groupings of the different kinds of early childhood work that goes on in our state. So anytime there's a little gray arrow here, like this, that means that there are pages underneath that. So when we click that arrow, it opens up. So now Birth to 5 has some additional pages. Actually, you saw the additional pages here. Las Cruces has some additional pages under that. When you click it again, it goes back. Okay. So each of these subgroupings then has pages depending on who's contributing to the website. And most of these are really just kind of basic information about the different organizations that are contributing. So for example, if we go to direct services, if you had the developmental preschool, you clicked here, you would get information about what the developmental preschool does, who your contact information is. The same thing here, if we look at Head Start, we then get we could click on the Head Start one and find out more about Head Start in general, but then as you click on any of the particular Head Start programs down here, you would find out what service areas they provide, they serve, and what their contact information is. So that works for, that's the basic left-hand navigation for our contributors and landing pages. Now also notice below that you have a section called Resources. These are basically links to other websites that are good resources for people. So the CNM resource guide, if we go there, you would see that it takes us away from nmecc, but it gives us good information about other resources throughout New Mexico. Cash assistance program, education, food programs, and so on. Some of them are PDF files. So for example, if you go to the Santa Fe County Resource Guide, it's resources for Santa Fe County, and then by the Maternal Child Resource Directory, and so then you can download your PDF files and find the resources that you might be looking for. Again, when you have the little gray arrow here, you open it up, that means there's additional information underneath there. One of the ones that we're working very closely with is My Community NM, and My Community NM is really trying to find all of those different health and social services, legal services, and so on throughout the state, and get that information in there. Who is it? Where do they serve? What kind of information do you need to take to them? So on. The one that doesn't take you straight to another program is our state programs here. And what we have here is just a list of some of those state programs with their websites. And again, those websites will take you directly to that site and away from here. So that's our left-hand navigation bar. Okay. Then you also notice the other part is our horizontal navigation bar. So these are a little bit more geared for direct interaction and from users, as well as helping our contributors navigate and make sure that their information is where it needs to be. So if we have organizational contacts, not everybody that's in our organizational contact list necessarily has a landing page, but they are organizations that have a prominent role here in the state of New Mexico. This list we hope to get continue to grow as we learn more and more about programs. Now, pages like this you can sort according to whatever, however you want to sort it. Emails, phones, websites, contact person. If you're looking for a particular contact person, you could sort it according to that. Okay. Then we have our discussions. So here we have some different discussions that are going on, and we will talk about discussions in another help video. The same with our same with our print and video library. We have another little video clip to learn more about how to use this a little bit more appropriately. Opportunities. Right now we have 3 categories of opportunities: grants and funding information, early childhood job postings, and professional development opportunities. Then we have our blogs, and this is just simply a listing of blogs on early childhood with a brief description of what their focus is. We hope that this will continue to grow and that people will comment on blogs that they have found especially helpful or useful. Then our parent resource guide is under construction at this point, and hopefully, well, we will expand this and give you more information and make it a little bit more parent-friendly also. And then, of course, the help guide, which is where you got to get to this video, is here, and you can click on that. So those are that's the horizontal navigation bar. Now the other piece that we try to really keep changing and updated and informative is the home landing page itself. So you see our vision here, and then the pictures we will try to continuously change as people share and give us pictures that they have put together or videos. And our quotes will also change as we go on. Now our streaming banner here is taken from our calendar. So these events are on the calendar and with the days that are listed here. You could click right on that, and it will take you to information about that that particular event if you want more information about that. However, it's probably easier to just go to the calendar and get that information. But this is for the week, so it'll take this week's information. We have 3 pages here, public events, in the news, and did you know, that have information about what's going on. So, for example, did you know will take you to a page that has information about things, research that's come across people's desks that they wanted to share. So this one is on family, friend, and neighbor care. What does quality look like with that? We have ability to focus. So some of these, again, have links to other articles. Some of them have videos. Most of these, though, are just kind of a synopsis of research that's come across people's desks. The same format is used for the in the news and the public events. Okay, so in the news, then what's the summit? What's it say? Where was it in the news? And here, in this instance, you could click on this link and it would take you to that particular town hall, public square video that PBS put on. Okay, so even if you missed it initially, you should be able to find it at this point, or from here. And then public events really gives us more information about some of those calendar events that you've seen. Maybe some flyers, maybe some additional events, information. So then we have our Google News show, which really is national news. This changes. This is automatically updated and changes on a regular basis, I think every day. You can go to the next one that focus on early childhood to prevent weight gain. So if you click on here, it will take you directly to that article. Then probably one of our most widely asked for features is our calendar. So here's the calendar, and as I said earlier, if you click on that event that's there, you get a little bit more information about where it's at, what, description of it, and then you can add more details. And if you have a Google Calendar, you can actually add that to your own Google Calendar by clicking here. The calendar is color-coded so that you can tell what calendar it is, and if you look at here, you can see the different calendars we have. Community events, conferences, mine shouldn't be there, meetings, public workshops, and U.S. holidays. Okay. So those are all on there. Now if you scroll on down, here we have a little video. This one was sent to us by our friends at NAPR, and these will change periodically also. Okay. Then we have a, sometimes we have people or groups or organizations throughout the state that are trying to really promote a program or an initiative or something that they are working on to really improve the quality of childcare or do something for children in our state. So in this case, we have digital dollars for early childhood, and if you click here on the digital dollars, you will go and you will be able to get some art lessons. Right now they're for free. The intention is that these will be, there will be multiple ones available, and they will be 99-cent downloads with money going to the Center for Child Development at Eastern. Again, this will change periodically as we, depending on programs that are being asked about or being promoted. Then here, like we said, on the left hand, we have a lot of different organizations that are updating, and we know that you don't always get that, and you don't want to look through everybody's stuff all the time. So what we've done is we've had this What's New at New Mexico, and this we keep for about, as new things are added, the older ones are taken off, and so we're looking at about 2 weeks at a time that are here. So when we look at, NAPR looking for focus group participants, if you click here, it'll tell you more about that. So these are the updates that have been on here, and you can just take a closer look instead of trying to look through everything. And then over here on the right, you can follow us on Facebook, you can follow us on Twitter, you can join our mailing list. So those are the three basic components and ways of using this website, and I hope that has been helpful to everybody.